This is Lola Lee T. Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. So Karlissa was on Instagram Live with Blue Rock TTV. Shout out to Blue Rock TTV. He called her out for trolling and she was explaining she wanted to clarify she wasn't comparing Journey and Chrisean Jesus. She thinks that's how Chrisean would have taken it, so she wanted to just clear things up. Blue Rock TTV brought up the issue about the hate pages, that people are very concerned about them. He was also making it clear that people see that she does seem to favor certain pages that speak more about Chrisean Jesus. She said no one has ever sent her anything negative from those pages. So I guess if you guys see anything negative from those pages, send it to Miss Karlissa. So she spoke on Blueface daddy being a deadbeat babysitter. She spoke on both Chrisean and Jaden, and she said that Jaden doesn't like what Blueface has done to his face. She just wants Blueface to succeed in life, and she wants to go her separate ways and for him to kind of do his own thing as well. She did say Chrisean got a back and forth man, not a clean man, because he was engaged to Jaden and then went to her. Karlissa spoke on Chrisean speaking about her marriage today, and she was saying there is no paperwork, so therefore they're not legally married. And she was saying that her sister lied. They talked more about Blueface and Chrisean and the semantics of the marriage. Listen to this.
What's up? What's going on, Miss Karlissa?
What's Gucci? What's Gucci?
Not you trying to troll the people and then blaming the people for reacting to what you was doing.
When?
Just now with your post.
Oh, you talking about the post?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it on topic. So I'm talking about the post that you just currently was referring to.
I have no idea why I was against Chrisean. I have no idea why they always make it about that.
You don't see how they could have potentially saw the connection of what you're trying. Here's the thing. Maybe I appreciate what you said earlier about, it was more so about you trying to focus on none of the grandbabies kind of having a dollar figure and, priceless, precious type of, mindset. But I think there was a great opportunity for you to just communicate that, if anything. So I think, based on what was communicated, it may have allowed people to feel as if, you were kind of talking about one over the other type thing.
And that wasn't my intentions at all. When I saw it, like I said, I was in shock because I didn't know that was an old post. I thought he posted that today because, he had unfollowed her and blocked her. So I assumed that he was trying to be funny and you know what I'm saying? I thought he was being funny and gonna make...
Oh, true.
Yeah,
because there's been a lot going on. There's been a lot of crazy stuff going on. So if you thought that was just new, I can see where your shock was.
She just sent it to me today, and I'm a little slow. I never saw that before. What was the reason why you sent it today?
I sent it to you because he posted it last year, but I didn't send it with context. So I thought you was going to read the captions and do all the stuff. And I got to remember who you are because you don't never do that.
Yeah, I had no idea. I was like, what the fuck? I was in shock.
You thought it was
like he was trying to do that against what was going on, mad because, she had her domestic violence and they unfollowed each other. So I thought he was being funny and going to say $1 million baby.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. And so what I was clarifying and making sure was that we're not getting ready to use Journey in this bullshit.
Right. Now we could see how it correlates with all the people who are not understanding why you did it, but they're not caring about that though. They're not caring.
Well, there you have it. Now you have it. You got the exclusive.
No, we were just, I was, I wanted to jump on because I'm just like, I don't believe that you don't see how they got triggered. But at the end of the day, I think the end message is important that, all the babies are precious, anybody's kids, right? And I think a lot of us bloggers, or at least, a lot of ones who are trying to hold some integrity or trying to spread the word that, all of us and any of us need to make sure we're not talking about any of the children. It doesn't matter which child it is, you know what I'm saying? And I always say to people too, even as bloggers, we're held to a different kind of standard than you guys are. Like, you guys are friends and family, you know what I'm saying? We're just bloggers. So, but at the end of the day, I think we can have some decorum around it and understand that, you know, we can drag and do whatever goes on, but kids should just stay out of it, you know, because they are all precious.
Right. And so a lot of the times, if I felt like if I didn't clarify this today, that Chrisean would have took it that way. And I don't want her to take it. I don't want her to take it as I was trying to compare Journey and Junior at all, because that was not my intentions. So the only reason that I got on here was so that she would understand that. I don't give a fuck what y'all type or say. I just didn't want her to feel like I was wasn't making sure that her child was taken care of.
No, exactly. And I think that could be respected, you know, because I think, yeah, that's something that people were concerned about.
Yeah, and that's why I asked Bree right here for the first time while you on the phone. Like, you sent that today, but I didn't realize, I never saw that before, that he tried to call her the $1 million baby. So like I said, I assumed that he was using Journey as a pawn to piss Chrisean off today, and I wanted to make sure that that wasn't happening, because I don't want that stigma on her head at all, period. I don't want her to be used in any type of way in this matter. So like I said, if Chrisean wants to call her baby that, I can't stop her. But if I had a relationship with her, I would have been told her we're not calling him a $1 billion baby. You know what I'm saying? I would like for his legacy to be more than a $1 billion baby. Any of them.
I hear that. Now, you see the people having a huge concern about you and hate pages.
Say that again?
I said, you see how people have a huge concern as well in the chat about you and hate pages. And I know you said that you're not really, like, you don't really entertain hate pages and stuff. But I think, you know, from what the chat sees and what people are seeing is that you may favor some of the pages that, you know, speak a bit more about Junior rather than...
I'm talking to you right now for free, added you to Bree's Live, and I really don't fuck with you or anything that you do or have said about me or anyone in my family. I don't discriminate, and I don't care what y'all say about anybody. I have not personally seen any of the pages that I follow that they've said anything about the kids. Now, obviously, they're not getting ready to tag me in anything where they say something negative. And like I said, nobody has ever sent me anything from those pages saying, this page is saying this about any one of the kids. I've never got that from any of these heathens on this internet.
Sure, I hear that.
If they sent me something saying Blue Rock TV is saying something about Junior or Journey or any of the kids, why would I talk to you? I would never fuck with you if they told me that.
I hear that. I mean, the only thing I can do is respect what you're saying. You know, people in the chat are saying, nah, they've been seeing it, you know, they've been knowing it. I think one thing that probably frustrates people is that sometimes, you know, one of these pages may say something and all of a sudden you would report on it or give your opinion or get really shocked or concerned, you know, as a grandparent about it, you know, without really validating it. And then the audience sees that getting reported and reposted. So that, I think, is why they get a bit concerned about who you're following.
See me reposting nothing negative that any one of those pages, like I said, have said about the kids. I don't have no reason to lie. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. So
I hear that.
I mean, I had no offense, sir. But
no, I'm not offended. Trust me.
And like I said, Chrisean knows. That's why she prayed for me and not none of y'all. Because she knows at the end of the day, my full concern was about Junior while she was gone. And we don't fuck with each other at all. I don't fuck with her. She don't fuck with me. But my concern was still 110% about him. I reached out to everybody in her camp to see what could I do or what needed to be done from day one. So there you have it. So none of the blog pages did. I'm sure y'all didn't send anything. You didn't look. You didn't go back and forth between me or any of the people to try to see if, you know what I'm saying? You guys didn't relay any messages that Miss Karlissa says she'll take the baby or this or that. Y'all didn't do any of that for Junior. So I personally, and I know Chrisean has seen it too, none of y'all really give a fuck about none of us or the kids. None of these people in these comments ever told anyone that Miss Karlissa said she would take the baby when all of that was going on, knowing that there was trouble and I didn't hear or know nothing about it.
Yeah, I think you're correct. I don't think a lot of the blog pages were intervening in a way that we shouldn't, because that's not our thing, right? But I do know that there were blog pages supporting and doing certain things that, you know, did help the situation and so on. So it's not a matter of, you know, we don't care, right? I don't, you know, that would be callous for you to really think and say, because in reality, at the end of the day, we follow you almost every single day.
weird lady right here just said you didn't do anything at the court. Now, where's Deny? What did I say at the court? For those people, these are the type of people that's talking shit. She just said when I was at the court, I didn't do nothing. Did you report on this? What I did at the court?
Yeah, I'm sure we reported things at the court.
Okay. And so one of the things that y'all heard me say to Marsh when she pulled up was, if you don't got him, I got him. I know me and Chrisean don't get along, but if you don't got him, you can leave him right here.
Yeah.
No, they didn't tell Chrisean that. She just said when you was at the court, baby girl, what happened was they didn't post that part because they wanted y'all to think that I don't give a fuck about all my kids. Just put that there. Now, this man just told you that he said that, but I'm sure if you go look on their page, none of that what I said is on any of these blog pages. But Chrisean knows it. Did not posted it on his page. And she knows exactly what I said because I have the text messages that I did not share with y'all till she came home to prove it.
Yeah, I think there was a lot that occurred that day. I don't think anybody was trying to do anything.
Post that part. That was the most important part for y'all to post, so that even her as a mom in jail, she knew no matter what happens, at least he could go to his grandma's house. And that was the only thing y'all should have posted. The only thing y'all did post was that y'all posted the part with me trying to tell his grandfather that the best thing, since Chrisean didn't fuck with me, the best thing for him to do was for him to take the baby because he already lived with the baby. He already knew the formula, whatever was going on, he already knew.
What we focused on, we didn't speak ill of any of you guys not wanting to take the child, actually, because that's what, if you ask me, the hate pages were trying to do. They were trying to make it as if nobody wanted the child, but we didn't focus on that. What we focused on when we reported on the story was the fact of the matter was Chrisean seemed to have left clear instructions on what should happen with the child, and everybody should wait for Marsh. So that's what we focused on when reporting the story. Even when it came to Blueface's dad, we didn't blame him for saying that he wasn't the babysitter. We focused on the idea that he was around people that, you know, perhaps made him feel certain ways at certain times. And when you're under those types of situations, you're going to react certain ways. You know what I'm saying? We also focused on the fact that maybe Blueface's dad was triggered by the word babysitter and said he's not the babysitter, because a lot of times when you go online and a lot of times when you explain certain things of the past, you refer to him as the babysitter. So that could be kind of a triggering word for him.
Refer to him as anything else. You refer to him as Blueface's dad. I refer to him as the fucking babysitter. No,
and that's cool. And I get that.
I am a major piece to all of these puzzles. All these people came out my pussy. Okay? So all these people came from me. All these grandkids, all these people got here by me. So excuse me if I don't. You can get Jaden on this goddamn phone. She will tell you right now. She started dating my son when she was in the 9th grade. She will tell you she's seen him 2 or 3 times that entire fucking time that she has known my son. So then why would she get on here and call him anything else but a deadbeat babysitter?
Anyways, but my point was to say that was perhaps what was triggering Blueface's dad to why he said, I'm not no effing babysitter. It wasn't really directly to the child.
He proves he's anything other than a babysitter. Now he can't even be the fucking babysitter. So I don't know what you want me to do about that, baby. That's just the truth of the matter, honey.
I don't know, man.
Who cares about Jaden? I just brought it up because she knows our history. And like I said, she ain't seen that ninja but less than 3 times in my son's entire life of knowing her until he became Blueface. Who the hell is that? I was like, who the hell is that noise? You look like come read this shit, girl. You know I ain't got my glasses on. I be done cussed the wrong fucking person out. You blame everybody on Rock. Girl. All right. Should I answer that or not?
No, ignore.
Because you have to remember, I've been with Rock since before her and John was together. I did her very first interview. I gave her clear fucking instructions and she chose this route. So don't get on here acting like this is new to y'all. This is not new to me.
When you say chose the route, like what route are you referring to?
The whole route of trying to replace Jaden, trying to be his baby mama, the whole thing. I talked to her way before any of this had even started. And I gave her clear instructions. I said, use my son to get to the bag, but don't disturb this woman and her children because you will not be blessed from this. Now, I know all the side bitches in the world. This is what it is. We going back and forth from the real bitches to the side bitches this whole time. And I get it. There's more of them than us, okay? I get that. There's more of y'all side bitches than us, and y'all all tag team together. And that's what I would do if I was a side bitch too. I'd be over there with y'all motherfuckers too. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And I tried to tell her how to do it right, and she chose to do it this way. So all this suffering and all these problems, all this stuff that's coming about, everybody's trying to make an adjustment to this. And that's just what it is. I'm not getting ready to get on here and say what she did was right, what this person did was right, if it was not. If it was wrong, it was wrong, and I told her it was wrong. It's always going to be wrong. Now, it could be right one day when you know, everything, okay, this is a new slate, they on a new path. It could be right that day. But how this started was some bullshit, and it's always going to be some bullshit until they do right. And that's just it. I know there's more of y'all than there is of us.
Do you feel Jaden's happy and moving on, or do you think she's disturbed? Or just
no, I think
disrupted?
Her personal words were to me that she is not attracted to that stuff that he's done to his face, and some time has gone by, and she really just wants John to succeed and be happy, and she wants to go her own way, raise her kids and be happy. Now, I hope and pray that's what she truly means, but that's what she told me. So since she told me that, now if Chrisean and John wants to work it out, that would be a clean slate. You see what I'm saying? That's a clean slate. He's free to go right now. That's a clean slate. Now, if she came and said, "Oh, we together," then I have to respect that's the relationship, because this is what the ex said. Now you gotta remember, he just before he went to jail, they got engaged. They was about to do their wedding and all that other stuff. That this is something that I have to live with in real life, the back and forth, and y'all don't. Y'all just get to think it's funny and it's a game.
Oh yeah, we not
about to pretend like he didn't just propose to her at a whole football game stretched out in Gucci. Okay? That's not what we ain't gonna do, but I know all the side bitter bitches is not gonna respect that. Like, if somebody just got engaged and unengaged, bitch, you gotta back up for a minute and let that marinate. So when you go in to be with him and be his wife, that's not just lingering. I don't understand how y'all don't think that that's okay. Like, if two people just got engaged and was about to give their vows to God, you don't go interrupting that or stealing or robbing or doing any of that until that's a separation. That way you get a free, clean man, not a back and forth man. And that's what I'm hoping Jaden is like, okay, let me just move out the way, period, so that I'm not dealing with, now they say they together, right? That's the same thing I told her. Now they said they together. You can't go dibbling and dabbling over there because they done said they together.
But you know, all the viewers and a lot of people think the engagement was pretty much out of haste, right? When you think about how much Blueface was going through. I mean, the night that he made the engagement, if I recall correctly, he sat in the vehicle right after and was cussing you out, right? So to me, it's like, you know, thinking about everything he was going through, do you really think that was...
Yeah, he's been cussing me out this whole time because I don't agree with the way he's moving. I don't agree that you with this one week, engaged to this one the next week. But Jonathan said when they were kids that he was going to marry her. That was her gift. I explained that to chriseanrock on our first interview. I know y'all all went and watched it. We cannot all get to the pearly gates and be like, well, you know, I didn't know. You a motherfucking lie. I've posted both their videos.
Yeah, and some viewers are recalling the time that Blueface had also mentioned it, I think, to Jason Lee when he spoke to Jason Lee that time. After, I think, Chrisean and Jaden had their little crash out at the house or whatever, that he had proposed to Jaden because he knew she wanted it, but he wasn't too sure about what he wanted, just to kind of make her happy. Right? So I think there was a lot of things going on there with Blueface and stuff, so I'm not sure how to discount one situation where there's an engagement compared to one where there may have been a marriage, you know. But like I said, I'm just the blogger. I'm wondering your thoughts, right?
He told y'all today there wasn't no marriage. So that was a lie my sister made up.
Sorry, who said there was no marriage?
Chrisean told y'all today that they didn't have no marriage. And that
no, I didn't.
together. And then she posted that today. She said we are together.
She said that right now they're not together, but she did state that there was a marriage.
Same thing on the phone with another inmate that was probably pretending to be a pastor. That's what she did say.
I don't know if she said all that. I think what she did say was that there was a marriage over the phone and there was a pastor or a priest or something like that.
Get married on the phone.
Sorry?
When have you ever been known to be able to get married on the phone?
Listen, I know they're on different circumstances. I understand that's a little different, trust me, right?
Motherfucking lie.
But if we're referring to what she said, I think that's what she had said, right?
Yeah, whatever.
But my thing is this. Okay, so say if they did get married over the phone, say if there was a priest like she had said, how do you feel about the idea that, maybe they're married in the eyes of God right now and not so much the eyes of the law?
You can't never be married in the eyes of God until you are actually married. Okay? That's the eyes of God. The paperwork is your union, is your commitment to yourselves and to God. Y'all walking around talking about y'all in these domestic partnerships and all this bullshit. That is not. God said you have to go and get your paperwork. That's in the Bible. And I know y'all don't read the Bible because y'all the other people. Y'all the side bitches. Y'all don't read that Bible. Y'all don't get in that water. Okay? Y'all don't do that. I know. But y'all got to go. You can Google it. Okay? Go Google the paper that y'all need. Y'all probably don't even need to talk to the pastor. You need that paperwork. Okay? Because that paperwork binds y'all together like a birth certificate. Kind of like I'm on his birth certificate and I can't come off. That's what that marriage paper gonna do. It's gonna be in there. Even when you get a divorce, that motherfucking marriage paperwork gonna still be there. Ain't no spiritual marriage. Y'all making up some bullshit. That is not scripture. Y'all lying again. Y'all, the devil's children, love to make shit up and lie.
Who's y'all?
Y'all people, because y'all lie.
Who's y'all?
These people on here talking about that was a script. That was
The voice of reason says that they Googled it and it does say that you can get married over the phone.
Do they got cloud marriages, bitch? I need to know.
Did you try to do any research about it though to see, if it's possible or anything like
Already asked the judge. No, the answer is hell, motherfucking no. That man need to look you in your eyes. He need to look her in her eyes, and he need to make sure he talking to the right people before he can put your name on a piece of paper. It has to be verified.
So, initially when the aunt said that they were married and it could not be publicly found, the certificate, I originally thought that maybe they got married in California and they have that confidential marriage out there. So that's what I thought. But now that Chrisean is saying that they were married over the phone, there's no certificate, the pastor helped them exchange their vows. I mean, that is not a legal marriage. That sounds more like a spiritual marriage where they basically just promising, whatever they said in their vows. So I gotta agree with Karlissa on this one. So if they decide to break up, like Chrisean said, they had broken up, they just go their separate ways. There is no divorce. There's nothing to divide up. So it makes me wonder, why did this aunt come out and say they were married? Why did she give the impression they were legally married? I mean, that's the impression I got. She did say they were married, but it was almost like things were left out for us all to wonder, debate over. I don't know.
Now that's just like me getting on the phone talking about, do you know it's me? When the bill collector called me, I say Karlissa is not here. That, you know why they can't? Why? Because they can't confirm if that's me or not. Call Karlissa back. She is not here right now to pay you. Girl, I don't know where y'all get these motherfuckers from. See this? I must have all blocked.
What are you drinking, Karlissa?
It's just a little root beer.
Oh, true. Everybody thought maybe you were chugging some alcohol.
No, I haven't. I had some wine earlier though. But
true.
This is me all the way, honey.
Yeah. I know some people are in the chat saying Blue Rock, why, all this kind of stuff. Like, you guys, I always tell you, listen, if people are here, you watch them all the time, they want to answer your questions.
Somebody look it up for us, please. Do we have any officials in here? Can we get an official in this? We ain't got no officials in this motherfucker.
Is Cassandra in here?
These are side bitches. This is side bitches from the gutter. You got all the gutter bitches. Do y'all have boyfriends, or what do y'all have? Let's see. Get a thumbs up here. How many of y'all is married?
Oh yeah. Because Cassandra's here.
A traditional marriage is both.
Cassandra, why don't you request to come up?
Girl, fuck the traditional. What's the Jonathan is a California.
Bree, why don't you let Miss Know It All up? Miss Know It All 82.
Jonathan is a Californian. What's the law in California? Okay. So when Jonathan get out of jail, in order to go back to Jaden, do he need to divorce her with this spiritual ship?
Listen,
that's what
Miss Know It All, you should let her come out because she's a paralegal. She has some legal.
We need to know the question is: do Jonathan need to divorce her to go back to Jaden or not? If he get out and God forbid he say he going back to Jaden, do she need paperwork or can he just free to go? Because if a nigga free to go, he ain't your nigga, baby. If a nigga free to go and he ain't gotta run you no coins and he ain't gotta fill out no documentations, nigga, that's not your nigga. That's the world's nigga. Okay? I'm gonna teach y'all something around here. Mr. Sappho, go down there. If he want to leave me, that judge gonna say, how much you finna give this hoe? How much is you willing to give her every month? And I got to say whether I agree or not. Now, if we got one of them fake side bitch marriages that y'all talking about, he could just get up and leave with all this shit. And I ain't gonna get nothing. So I did all of this marriage shit for nothing. Girl.
But you heard her yesterday. She said she was taking.
All right, guys, you heard what they both had to say. All I gotta say is that the whole situation is just a mess. And thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. Bye.